Speaking the truth, no one else has the guts to say. The Charlie Kirk Show.
All right, welcome back to the Charlie Kirk Show. I want to tell you really quickly about our friends over at YRefi.com, YRefi.com. Did you know that private student loan debt in this country totals over $300 billion, and about $45 billion of that is labeled as distressed? So what does YRefi do? If you find yourself in that situation, they help you refinance distressed or defaulted private student loans that others will not touch. They provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay, so you're not going to have some monthly bill that is making it so you can't eat or afford your rent, things like that. You can finally take control of your student loan situation with a plan that works for your monthly budget. Because of private student loan debt, so many Americans feel stuck and helpless, and they've even lost hope. YRefi gives you a light at the end of the tunnel, so take advantage of the folks at YRefi. And beyond that, they are people that have stood by this show. They've stood by TPUSA. They've stood by Charlie for so many years, and we really appreciate them. They are good people. So go to YRefi.com or call 888 YRefi 34. So you can see it on your screen. If you're watching, call today, 888 YRefi 34, YRefi.com. Check them out. They can help you. It's not a call center. They're going to take care of you. So we are going to, so there's basically, I've lined up a couple of different lies here, Tyler, and we've got Jason Whitlock coming at the halfway point of the hour. So we'll see how many we can get to. But Letitia James is now claiming that she is a victim of a justice system which has been used as a tool of revenge, a justice system which has been weaponized. She is literally the worst person on planet Earth to hurl those accusations at anybody. She was the poster child of a weaponized judicial system and justice system because that's what she ran on. I'm telling you, there's lies, there's damn lies, and then there's Democrats. This is so brazen and so idiotic that it's hard to fathom. Now, you saw the Caroline Leavitt example where she was obviously talking about renovations and the Democrats are running with it anyway. And now you're seeing the poster child for weaponizing her office for political ends. Now crime victim. We're going to get to that with radio in just 2 seconds. All right, welcome back to the Charlie Kirk Show. Andrew Colvett here with Tyler Boyer, COO of Turning Point Action. We've got Jason Whitlock coming up at the halfway point of this hour, so next segment. And then we've got an AMA, Ask Us Anything. So if you want to join that, go to members.charliekirk.com and sign up today. You can be a part of our show in hour 2. So I have to get to this. Letitia James is driving me absolutely nuts. So she is apparently accused of using her second home and basically listing it in such a way it's mortgage fraud where she says she's going to live in it or it's going to be a private residence. She ends up renting it out. So it's not a huge amount of money that she saved over there. It's like $20,000 in interest or something. But here's the trick. She ran for Attorney General of the state of New York, promising that if you elect me, if you just give me your vote, I will come after President Trump. I will prosecute. I will find a crime. I will find something to go after him about. And so now she's been charged, and she's pleaded not guilty. That's breaking news this morning. She's pleaded not guilty. And this is what she has to say. Play cut 400.
This is not about me. This is about all of us. And about a justice system which has been weaponized. A justice system which has been used as a tool of revenge against those individuals who simply did their job and who stood up for the rule of law.
You just stood up for the rule of law. Is that your take, Tyler? That she just stood up for the rule of law?
It's unbelievable that we have literal AGs across the country that are running on going after political opponents, that they're running on this. So they're telling, before they even get into office, that they're going to prosecute unknown crimes. Like you said, they're going to find crimes in some cases to go after political opponents, in this case, Trump. And now she's saying that the system is being weaponized against her?
Well, because there are lies. There are damned lies. And then there are Democrats. I'm not kidding. This is how it is. It's like I want a country where we have unity. I want a country where we can look across the aisle and actually have debates. Like people talk like John Fetterman, where it's like, I'm not going to call you a Nazi or a fascist. And then we have this situation. And again, we have told you time and time again that, we are open to dialogue. We want open debate in this country. This is what Charlie lived for. And yet, this is what we're stuck with. Let's go ahead and play cut 402.
President Trump cannot avoid justice in the great state of New York.
She also went on The View. She said this multiple times. We have multiple campaign stops where she was going on the air and she was basically bragging about the fact that she was going to get Trump. So this is not hyperbole. This is not speculation. And just for the sake of getting to the next story, because Letitia James deserves very little of our time, I want to get to the next slide. And I'll talk about this with Jason Whitlock as well, but that Stephen Miller is a white nationalist, white supremacist, or whatever. They've said it so many times, it's hard to keep up. And I want to get your thoughts and opinions. Send us your emails, freedom@charliekirk.com. Should Stephen Miller sue the mainstream news media for saying things like this? Play cut 366.
Representative Pearson, you just heard Stephen Miller advising National Guard troops that they are unleashed. What does this mean for your constituents in Memphis?
It's dangerous, and this has been dangerous since it was suggested by the administration to go after Democratic cities, but particularly cities with black leadership. Stephen Miller is a known white nationalist and supports white supremacist ideology.
Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting. And then there's Tiffany Cross at CNN who just parrots it. Same as Rep Pearson there, 368.
Time that we play something from Stephen Miller, it would be journalistic integrity to point out that he is a white supremacist and he is the brainchild behind this policy. That's not my opinion. That's actual fact. And for him to purport lies from the Oval Office as a white supremacist, it should be pointed out.
So President Trump's had enough of this, Tyler. He gave Stephen Miller some unsolicited advice yesterday at the White House. Play cut 365.
Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller. Stephen, you're such a superstar, Stephen. They called Stephen the other day a very bad name, and I said, you should sue them, Stephen.
No.
So what do you think? Should he sue?
Yeah, of course.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen Miller is a senior advisor to the president right now. He is in charge of a lot. Obviously the moves that President Trump has made have been positive for the country. I mean, look at what's happened to Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., since they actually cracked down and cleaned up the city, is a livable, visitable city now.
I mean, totally. Well, the reason they hate Stephen Miller is because he's actually over the target. He's getting at the core issues that have kept Democrats in power, namely immigration and a perverted justice system. He's going for both of them. Jason Whitlock joins us next.